I want you to see how these two corrupt and racist, divisive tribes, these two cults, the PNM and the UNC, have abused this country and have broken it to enrich their 1% friends. I want you to look behind that wall, behind that fence. They have something like a swimming pool we call the Hillsborough Reservoir, Maraval Reservoir. 300,000 people in this country looks to that little swimming pool for water. 300,000 people look to that little swimming pool. They have homes in Fairways and Goodwood Park that have bigger swimming pools than the Maraval Reservoir. I want you to watch that little swimming pool behind that wall, behind that fence, and then look at this. Look at how much space we have here. This is called the River Reserve. I want you to watch it. Look at this. Look at how much space we have here. What am I showing you this for? Because this space could hold that swimming pool 100 times. Just where I am standing up. Just where I am standing up. If the government of the day, the PNM or the UNC, wanted to give you water, all they had to do was retain the walls of this mountain here and let the river that naturally flows, the rainwater that falls in the hill, just catch it here. The same way you're holding it in our little swimming pool, hold it here in a massive retention pond. All here, I am standing in what should be a retention pond. Imagine if we had this going on in Maraval. The water would never end. The Maraval River runs through it. Listen to what you are hearing. I am standing in it. Look at this. Look at this. Dredge the bottom 50 feet down. This will hold billions of gallons of water. This will hold billions of gallons of water. You know what? This wouldn't cost $100 million to build. But we spend $1 billion building desalcot. And we're spending $500 million a year desalinating salt water, when all we have to do is spend less than 10% of what it costs to build desalcot and less than half of 1% of what it takes to operate desalcot to just hold the water. They've been doing this on planet Earth for 1 million years. They've been doing this. Mexico don't have one river. The mass of Mexico is run on retention ponds and sinkholes and swimming pools and reservoirs. Trinidad and Tobago is blessed beyond measure, pressed down and running over, as the Bible says. Look at this. Look at the absolute wastage. All of this here and more beyond this could be reservoir, could be retention pond, could be the Maraval Dam. Imagine this here, up at the top of the start of the river. Look at the water there, fresh and clean and pristine. Imagine if we had a government who was willing to really give the people water for all. Start in Maraval. Secure the water. Stop washing the water out in the sea. So your 1% friends could make billions off of desalination, could make billions off of tanks and pumps, could make billions off of bottled water. The PNM and the UNC are criminally corrupt organizations. They are fronts for 1% financiers who insist that the country work badly so that they could make money. You trying to tell me a monkey on roller skates in government could tell you, hold the water that we get for free. Hold it, treat it, distribute it. That is the whole job. That is the whole entire job. Look at this. Look at this. That little reservoir swimming pool inside of there could fit outside here 100 times. You walk up the road 100 meters. You see the rest of the river reserve being used by a PNM financier for housing. Multi-million-dollar middle-class housing where the river reserve and the reservoir should be. And tell me, if anything in the PNM and the UNC, ask Kamala Prasad today to explain. You were in office for 5 years and 6 months. Did you ever come and look and see why the people in Maraval have no water? If you have no tank in your yard, you have no pump, and you get water 24/7, switch off this video. This is not for you. This is for the rest of the 1.4 million people who have to wait and listen to hear when water falling in the tank outside so they can run and mop the floor and wash the clothes and wash the wares and flush the toilet and make sure they full bucket and put it in the bathroom because you ain't know when water gonna come again. The madness of life in Trinidad and Tobago, a country blessed with 100,000 times more water than it could ever use, fighting to put water in tank and bottle and hole in the ground because we voted into office criminals. Criminals sit in the parliament. The most incompetent lot sit in that parliament because every single day, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, Every single day that any citizen in this country having trouble for water, it is of urgent national importance that we debate it. When it's going to happen? When you vote those two corrupt criminal organizations into the dustbin of history so that a real and competent government could fix Trinidad and Tobago and finally give people water. I'm telling you this again. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. A monkey on roller skates could make this into a bowl and hold the water. And do you know that when you hold the water in a dam and you can find the water, where you let it flow from creates a natural source of power that turns turbines, that powers pumps to distribute the water powered by the water? The entirety of Nevada and Las Vegas is powered by the Hoover Dam doing exactly that. The same dam that gives them water gives them electricity too. We in Trinidad and Tobago are led by criminals and the corrupt. And if you want a better country, go outside this morning where your water tank is and touch it. If it's dry, tell me who you're voting for next election.